Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Hi, this is Ron Kincher with Muddy River News. Welcome to the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank. We are joined today by James Barnett, the proprietor of Jerseys, and you have some news in Mount Sterling we'll get to. Jerseys in Camp Point. So you have a degree in education. You taught at Camp Point Central and other places for a number of years. So what made you get into being a restaurateur?
Well, it's kind of a I don't know, maybe a funny story in a little bit, but it all happened during COVID. We were out of school there. They had shut down the schools. We were doing remote learning. There was no basketball, no summer league basketball. Right. Nothing really taking up my time other than doing honey-do list and little renovations around the house and walking the dog. So one day I was out walking the dog, and the building uptown that we are currently in was for sale, and I called my wife. It was an insurance building at the time. Called my wife, told her that we should look at it, because we had discussed in the past about the possibility of maybe owning our own bar one day, but it was always just kind of a pipe dream. It was more of just yeah, maybe one day we could do that, and like I said, it was COVID and there's nothing going on, and I was kind of bored, so off we went.
Now, do you have the talents and abilities to remodel and stuff like that? Because you obviously would have to do something for the bar.
Yeah, correct. We completely gutted the building all the way down.
Did.
My wife helped a little bit. Okay. Yeah. We have a partner in the business, and a high school friend of mine that helped out quite a bit during that time frame. We're a lot better at the demolition side of things than the rebuilding. So, so we did the demolition, and we had all the rebuilding obviously professionally done.
So did you have a game plan though in your head for years and years and years what you wanted a bar to look like and what you wanted that bar to be?
We did. It was one of those things when we were in our mid-20s. We were living up in Chillicothe, Illinois, and there was a bar called Bananas that was for sale up there. And we had went and looked at it, and probably for the best, we did not proceed with that. Not a great time in your life to own a bar, mid-20s. Right. So it was just one of those things that as we, progressed in life, it was always, as I said, it was a dream that we wanted to do someday. So everywhere we went, we'd always kind of look at different things that we liked or we didn't like, or we'd go to a restaurant, we're like, ooh, we really like how they do that. We don't like how they do that. And just over the years, kind of came up with what Jerseys is today.
Yes, but Camp Point's not a thriving metropolis, so
no, it's not.
There's not a lot of population to support a place like that. So was there a different game plan that you had to implement to make it successful in a place like that, or did you just wing it?
Well, a little bit of just winging it.
Okay, not to be critical.
No, it was our idea. We wanted to be a hometown sports bar, so we wanted to create a place that we could go to, watch a game, have a beer, and didn't have to go to Quincy for it. And that's what we tried to bring to Camp Point. But we also wanted to do it correct. So we wanted to make everything from scratch. We wanted to do everything in-house that we possibly could. So it wasn't just your normal diner or normal dive bar, but a little nicer than those. And
you had the community there supports each other, with Coatesburg and Clayton, some of those other things. So I think you, having been there a while, you kind of knew that in the back of your head. If you did it right, people would come.
Yes, and we get a lot of crowd from Liberty and Mount Sterling and other surrounding areas that help out with business, and it's great to see everybody. We get asked a lot of times, when are you going to put one of these in our town?
Oh, do you?
Yeah, there's a lot of that, and up till now, it's just we've been content with where we are.
How'd you get the name?
Well, we originally were going to call it the Hardwood, kind of go along with basketball and everything. But we decided it sounded too much like Hard Times, which was in Camp Point at the time. So we kind of just revisited it. We knew we always wanted to have local sports teams and honor the local sports team, kind of celebrate the local teams who have had success. So with that, we knew we wanted a lot of the local sports jerseys, and it just got thrown out one day, I think it was by my wife, and it just kind of stuck. We're like, that does have a nice little ring to it.
If it's your wife's idea.
We got to agree with it. Yes.
Yeah. So the big news is, though, you guys have purchased the Hagel restaurant in Mount Sterling. We're in the process of it.
We are leasing.
Leasing the place.
Yes. We are in a partnership with Dot Foods on that one.
Okay. Not a bad company to be in partnership with.
No, it's not.
So How did you come about that, and why?
Well,
Like you need more to do.
right. So over the last couple years, we've had the opportunity to do some different events with Dot Foods. We've catered some different things that we've taken to Mount Sterling, but we've also been able to host some of their events. They have new manager trainings, and they would take all the new managers out to dinner, and they started using jerseys over the last couple years on Tuesdays. We were always closed on Tuesdays, so they could bring the group in, kind of have it all to themselves. We always got very good reviews on that. And I guess that made it all the way up to the top to where they were confident in partnering with us to run the building over in Mount Sterling.
So is it going to be Hagel's but under your name, or what's the game plan?
It is going to be Jersey's Bar and Grill in Mount Sterling. So it'll be the Brown County theme, just as ours is a Camp Point Central theme. We have to, find all the teams from Brown County, from Mount Sterling over the years, which won't be too hard. There's a lot of good success over there. There's a lot of good excitement from the community. A lot of people have reached out already, offering to help find different jerseys and different team pictures. So it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
First thing you probably have to do, though, is find management and find staff that are trustworthy.
Correct.
Is that going to be a big challenge for you in that area?
We're talking with the existing staff right now. We're trying to retain everybody that we can, and then we'll start the hiring process from there.
So it's going to be, I hate to say duplicate, but the strategy behind what you're going to do, it's going to be called Jerseys.
Yes.
Jerseys 2 or just Jerseys?
Just Jerseys.
Just Jerseys. So the game plan is going to be very similar to what you're doing currently.
It is, but we also want to, we kind of are creating a marriage between what Hagel was and what Jerseys is. So we're that hometown sports bar where Hagel was more of a fine dining experience, and we want to combine the two as best we can. We want to take our menu, but then take some of the favorites off that Hagel menu and then create a new menu with that.
So some of the German type stuff that Hagel was doing?
Well, they have some of that, but they just have some more fine dining. They have a lot of really nice salads that a lot of people like. It's different than your normal everyday all-American bar food barbecue like we serve.
So the decision, how did that go as far as talking to your wife and your business partner about expanding over in Mount Sterling? Was it something you guys had been talking about, or was it just like, honey, we're going to do it?
It is something that we did begin talking about kind of over the summer. We knew that there was a possibility of another building that was going to be coming up for sale over there. So we began the discussion on it, but we were not, 100% on making that move. We knew it was going to be a lot of work and a lot of time. So up until Dot Foods had reached out, and they actually reached out to my wife. She works for Dot Foods over there. So they reached out to her, and that's when the discussions began. And
so your wife does work at Dot Foods. So
yes.
Is she in the hospitality area of that business, or she?
No, she's an accounting manager.
Oh, okay. So when you were a little boy growing up, obviously sports was a big part of your life. Did you even dream that you would be running restaurants?
No. I was never even in a restaurant until, working in a restaurant until I was in college. So when I went to Culver Stockton, I got on over at the casino. That was my first serving job, then worked at TGI Fridays and then Ruby Tuesdays for a bit.
Do you think that gave you an advantage, though, of not having, kind of able to run it based on your experiences of being a novice, going to restaurants and stuff like that, rather than having that historic background or education in restaurants?
I don't know if it really helped us. I mean, like we said, we kind of winged it a little bit. Right. The fact that I was able to work in a restaurant for 3 to 4 years, bartending and serving, gave us an idea of where to start, but the rest of it was just trial and error.
Is the biggest challenge the menu part of it?
Getting the menu right. I think one of the biggest challenges is finding good staff. Yeah. And when you find good staff, you do everything you can to keep them. And that's one of the big things that has allowed us to make this move is we have a really good staff in Camp Point that I can leave in charge and elevate to different positions that I can trust to take care of what we've started.
I would think a good bartender would be awesome.
I have two great bartenders.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in and telling us the story.
Yeah, thank you.
Right,
thanks for having me.
No problem. James Barnett with Jerseys in Camp Point and soon to be in Mount Sterling. This has been the Business Spotlight brought to you by Mercantile Bank.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan, or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.